Welcome back. Welcome back. In honor of not having Matt's tiers this week, we have to bring back a little something different. We haven't really talked about this in a while. Second half of the season, got to talk some contenders. Who's real? Who's fake? We're going through the top 10 with a couple honorable mentions. We'll start with honorable mentions. Just name them, quick little synopsis, and then we'll get into the meat of the video. Honorable mentions: Suns and Mavs. I know a lot of people aren't going to be happy about those not being on the list, but the Suns, to me, there's just something a little off. I just don't think they can really compete with the size that the Western Conference has as a whole. Generally, I think they're kind of matchup dependent. But they've been playing a lot better basketball, so I could see them climbing this list as the year goes on. But at this current moment, Suns are going to stick there, and Mavs, I think they just kind of have a few things to work out. It's just there's something also off with them. I think Luka can take them as far as he possibly can. I just don't think it's going to be enough to overcome complete teams over the course of an entire playoff run.
That's fair.
Start at number 10, we have the Golden State Warriors. Playing really, really good basketball as of late. As the time of recording this, they're playing the Lakers, so going to tune into that after. But in their last 10, they're 8-2. Like, this team is starting to figure it out. Chris Paul is coming back, and the biggest issue with the Warriors is that their bench unit hasn't been performing. And with Chris Paul coming back in a week or so, you get that, because their unit with Chris Paul out there was like really good, but now moving Clay to the bench, like having Chris Paul and Clay come off the bench is one of the better things you can possibly have. And now you've had guys like I'm gonna butcher his name, Podensky, Slim, you know it.
He's holding everybody accountable.
Brandon Pajemski.
Yes, Finn.
He's holding everybody accountable.
Yeah, that quote about him
yelling at Draymond, bro.
That's
I love that. I love that from the cat. Really big boost in energy, which is what they definitely need. He's going to hold those guys accountable, but stepping in, for Clay and Kuminga starting as well. I think that's big time.
You know what that made me think?
What?
First of all, shout out to Cum Bucket. Second of all, what the fuck did Jordan Poole say to Draymond that was really that out of line, bro? That he got smacked around because this dude
it was released like what he actually said. I don't remember what.
I saw that, but I don't know if that was true.
I think it was true. It wasn't.
But I'm just saying, like, he must have said some type crazy to get smacked because Pajemski's talking big shit to him.
Well, I think it was something along the lines of like Steph carrying him to like being Steph's backpack.
Well, yeah,
imagine being upset about that, dude. That's just true. And also, again, like I said, shout out to Cum Bucket, dude. I think You don't think that's true?
No.
We could do a whole video about that.
I watch damn near every Warriors game. Come on, Cat.
In the last 5 years, you don't think Steph has carried Draymond his entire career?
I think
in the last 5, fine.
That was the quote.
Steph isn't able to do what Steph does without Draymond.
I don't know. This could be a separate video, but that's wild. Shout out to Cum Bucket, though. One of the best players under 21 or under 22 in the league, in my personal opinion.
25. Is he under 22 still? No fucking.
I think he's 22 right now.
Again, Cat.
It's getting weird that I'm like the same age as these guys now. It's getting weird. I know you guys were older than me, but number 9, the Los Angeles Lakers, also playing very good basketball as of late. Winners of 3 straight, 7-3 in their last 10. We're starting to see this team really mesh, and there was this segment on ESPN today talking about who's like the most important person for the Lakers if they're going to go on another run. Someone said LeBron, which is obvious, but like LeBron's going to give you his 27, 7, and 7 every time. Like, it's just going to happen. The most important to me is D'Angelo Russell, and what he's been doing as of late is unbelievably impressive. He's averaging over 20 points, like 7 assists, like those numbers. I mean, they're also shooting the shit out of the ball right now because they don't shoot a ton of threes, and they're shooting the shit out of it. So being able to consistently make your threes has caused this offense to look vastly different than it has for the beginning of the season. And by being able to do that, it unlocks your defense, which has always been able to contend and have 80 in the middle and funnel everything to him. It's just always worked. So, yeah, Lakers at 9.
Sheesh.
By the way,
I say that.
Quick,
go ahead.
Kuminga's 21.
That's wild. That's very wild. But I think, arguably, I think just with the roster that they have, each of those guys are a very important piece. Arguably, I think Vandy healthy is what it really comes down to in order for them to really get deep into the Western Conference. And But same thing could be said for a Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and a healthy Gabe Vincent, being able to come off the bench for those guys. I think that all of those cats being able to funnel and work together will definitely make them dangerous.
Whoa, slow down, gang. If you're liking this content here, I really appreciate it if you'd like, comment, and subscribe. It's free. It takes 0 seconds. I make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to all the creators I like watching because I know it makes a huge difference for them, just like it makes for us. Stick with us. TOT Faithful, we love you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out more videos.
Moving on to number 8, I have the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kind of a shitty, they're the 1 seed right now, and respect them. They're having a hell of a season. Their defense is unbelievable. The thing for me is when you're talking about a contender, you need to have a couple of years of experience making the second round, conference finals, a couple first round exits, a couple of those. And they're moving in the right direction. Their defense is going to keep them in almost every game they play. I just don't know if consistently late game playoff situation where they really lock in on Anthony Edwards, if he's going to be able to do that over the course of 3 7-game series. And you're probably going to get one of the Suns, Kings as of now. You would be getting the Suns or Kings in you'd be getting the Lakers, Warriors, Suns or Kings in the first round. All of those teams, the Kings, they would beat the Kings to me. But the Kings aren't that good this season. I told you last year was an admiration. But you get to see Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, or LeBron James in the first round. That's your reward for having the best record in the Western Conference.
Yeah, congrats, bro.
Really, really tough. And I just think those guys have been there, done that. They know what it takes. And it's just the NBA playoffs is so predicated on experience, and they just don't have it. So they have to sit at 8. But they're a very good team. I do think they could make a run. I just don't know if it's going to be enough to win a championship.
Shout out to Ant. Shout out to Rudy. Shout out to everybody else.
But I will make a quote.
Shout out Hollywood.
Shout out Chris Finch.
The Timberwolves will win a championship in the near future. That is going to happen. I'll make that statement and I'll put a Matt stamp on it. But it's just not this season. But any other comments on the T-Wolves?
Shout out Hollywood.
We'll go a little faster here. Number 7, the Bucks.
Way too high.
They shouldn't be on this list, but Damian Lillard and Giannis on a team just instantly puts them in that top 10 to me, no matter how bad they've played. They've kind of flipped as of late. Their defense has got a lot better and their offense has stunk. Damian Lillard's played shooting-wise really, really poorly as of late.
He's got me sweating his over 19.5 often.
Yeah. But having him win the All-Star MVP 3-point contest, I think will reinstill some confidence. And I think this team's going to be a team to be reckoned with. I don't know if they're going to win it. I just think that they have too many question marks right now, but they got Giannis and Dame. So that's always going to be a factor.
You see Shaq trying to smack some sense into him.
Yeah, I did.
Sheesh.
So we'll see.
Put Pat Bev at the 1, the starting 1. And you may got a chip on your hands.
Moving on to number 6, the New York Knicks. I hate them too. I just think that this team, they have the pieces to compete. They have size, they have guard play, they have wing play, they have really, really good defense. They rebound really well. They do all the little things really, really well. The only issue is I like Jalen Brunson a lot. I just don't know if he's enough I just don't think he's enough to get you there. I just really don't. And there's a few guys that I think that can lead a team with one man and then a couple of really, really good fringe all-star players. I think that Jalen Brunson's just not at that level at this point. I think he could get there, but not at this moment. And they do a lot of the little things, and I could see them definitely upsetting some people. If they get, as of right now, if they win round 1, they would play Boston round 2. I think that they have probably the best shot in the East to upset Boston.
They're just physical.
Yeah, the physicality, the size, the rebounding. The Celtics win a lot on talent and analytics, while the Knicks do all the little things, and so it'd be a battle of eye tests and effort versus analytics to me. But any comments on the Knicks?
They look like the Lakers to me when healthy. And I know that I was a fan of QG, Quentin Grimes, if you aren't familiar, but I think that, like I said, the makeup that they got, from the trade deadline, Alec Burks, Bogdanovich, healthy Jew, healthy, Mitchell Robinson, prayerfully.
He's coming back in like 2 weeks. He's rumored to be coming back for the Cavs game. Fantastic.
And that'll be great. Y'all will get y'all ass whipped.
Nope.
And yeah, that's for sure. But you're tripping on Brunson big time, big time.
I like Brunson a lot.
Matt. That's classic, Matt.
No, I don't like Brunson, but I have respect for him that I am putting him at that point. Okay, he's getting there. He's not there yet.
You're tripping. He was there when he was with Luka. What are you talking about?
No, he was not. He wasn't the guy. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't
40-point game. The one game he was the guy. 40-point game. W.
Yeah, he went and played a good first-round series.
And he does that consistently. He does that.
He played a great second-round series last year. He averaged 29 in the second round. Dude, he had no help.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Y'all want to talk about his first
round? We do a whole other video about this. We've already. If you haven't checked out our Trey versus Jalen Brunson, go check that out.
We didn't do that. We did Donovan versus Jalen Brunson.
Donovan versus Jalen Brunson. I'm sorry. We
kind of a good segue into number 5. Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Also, I'm a Cavs fan. I don't know if Donovan Mitchell can be the best player on to lead this team to a championship. I don't know. I think there's
this could have been a homer pick from the council.
This team is really, really good. They have size. They're doing the little things. They're becoming
regular season good, or are they championship good?
I think that they have the possibility to be championship good. I really do. I think that
how many years from now?
To me, the 4 through 5, 4, 5, and 6 are all at the same level. I just don't think they're there quite yet. But we'll get into number 4 in a second. But I just think that this team needs a little more experience. But I think that they can definitely get to an Eastern Conference Finals this season. I don't think they'll get to the finals, but I think Eastern Conference Finals is definitely a possibility. You're the 2 seed right now. You get to play, as of now, you would play the Magic if the play-in broke out the way that the seeding works. You'd play the Magic in the first round, and you would get Milwaukee or Indiana in the second round. I think all of those are beatable teams, and then you get either Boston or New York probably in Eastern Conference. I just think that the Cavs, their offenses looked a lot better. Their defense has always been elite, and they have the statistical attributes of a championship team. It's just I don't know if they have the guy enough to get them there. I love Donovan Mitchell. I think he's been unbelievable, but his last 2 playoff series have not shown me enough, and I'm banking on him in this video, ranking him here and as a fan to take that step like his early years in Utah where he's giving me 50 balls.
Don, the CEO of folding.
But number 4, the OKC Thunder. I don't want to say this team's a year away because I don't think they're a year away. I think they are championship contenders, no doubt. I just think the lack of experience and lack of size is going to come back to haunt them. Come playoff.
Fair. Very fair.
Like, you're going to have to play against a Jokic. You're going to have to play possibly against a Lakers in the first round with AD. Like the size mismatch in the West, they need to get an Andre Drummond or someone that they can just throw an extra body at someone at a big to give them some. Go ahead.
I've been down the extra body Drummond road. Just steer clear.
No, I think I'm a huge give Andre Drummond 18 minutes a night kind of guy. If you want him to be a scorer, he's not good. But if you want him to just rebound and defend a big and just foul him and rough him up for a bit, yeah.
You would think so until he's on your squad.
He was on my squad, and he was trying to be the primary scorer. But no, I think the Thunder, they have a guy that I think could take them to the championship in Shea. I think Shea is at that level.
We should do a Shea versus Brunson, this or that.
We did Shea versus Ant.
I know.
But we can do that, yeah, coming in the future. But yeah, no, Shea, I think he's a great player. I just don't know if this team around him is big enough or experienced enough to get it done. Moving on to number 3. I was between these next 2 teams. I have the Clippers here. I think that this team is
crazy.
You think that they shouldn't be?
No, I agree. It's just crazy that they're finally here.
But yeah, I think so. I just think that they kind of remind me of the Cavs, or the more speaking of the Browns fan in me, where something's just gonna go wrong at some point.
I'm sure.
And
the Browns just suck. But
just tonight, they went game in OKC, lost, got fucking mollywopped. Like, there's just something that's going to be off with this team. And I do think that they have the makeup they have everything you need. The roster is built perfectly, in my opinion. If you could, like, this team has it all. They're definitely they're top 3 for a reason. Like, if this team ends at the end of the season, you fast forward to the end of June or mid-June, this team's holding the trophy, I would not be shocked.
I'll say this.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas lost by 30 tonight, damn near. And with 30 seconds left in the fourth, you still got Amir Coffee in, no bones.
Yeah, we don't fuck with that here.
You know what I'm saying? No PJ. Like,
we actually have problems with that.
If you are a Clippers, fan, you probably, have heard about what's going on and how, before All-Star break, the Clippers sent them away, to be away from the team due to, the mentality that, could jeopardize the rest of the players. Make a freaking decision by the trade deadline. If you're not gonna even, bear to utilize these players, even in situations where you end up losing a game by 27, damn near 30 points, show up and play the guys who deserve to be played, who bring something to the team. That's the reason why you acquired those guys. You feel me? It's just because they bring something to the team. And I know James Harden, and, no diss to the Clippers, but is P going to show up? Where Paul, though? That's my question in regards to can they win?
Playoff PP. Shout out Bones.
But we'll go quick on these last two because they're pretty self-explanatory. Nuggets, defending champ, basically got it all. The only possible issue I can see with this team is depth. Losing Bruce Brown hurts a little bit.
I love Michael Porter Jr. I love Jamal Murray. I love Aaron Gordon. Love Yoke. They got a phenomenal squad. Dude.
Love. I think
Christian Brown.
Losing Bruce Brown, having a cat like Peyton Watson, really picking up those minutes. I'd say even, Reggie and
Christian.
Christian Brown, Reggie, DeAndre Jordan. I think that's
DJ's playing great.
That's making up for what you do lose in a Brucey B. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out he said, my sweet Prince Bruce Brown.
He said, we trading Brucey B? Hell no. That nigga lied.
And number 1, we have the Boston Celtics. Pretty self-explanatory. The only issue with them is they get too reliant on the 3 ball, but they're very good at exposing mismatches, and their offense just kind of fits. And their 2 issues are shoot too many threes. They get too reliant, so the defense doesn't have to really move. And their fourth quarter struggles. Just did a video, one question that every team in the Eastern Conference has to answer.
Check that out.
So go check that out. It'll be linked in about 5 seconds when this video ends. But yeah, Celtics are their fourth quarter issues real.
Okay. Tatum needs to prove himself to me personally.
Also, I saw a thing today. Tatum is the second, or he's in the bottom 5.
Gonna be the fucking this 29 thing.
What?
I'd say it.
He's in the bottom 5 of clutch shooting field goal percentage.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
He's at 33%. Like in the league, you have to take it minimum like 30 shots within I think it's within 2 minutes or a minute or something. He's bottom 5 in the league.
I saw some. No, I'll leave it at that. Yeah, he needs help, bro. That whole team. Shout out KP.
But
shout out D White.
Shout out Pritchard. Shout out Pritchard.
Shout out. Fuck you. Peace.